Hi, y'all. Welcome to our treasure hunt. And I'm late. I think. I don't know. I look at one thing, it says 11 p.m., and the other says 10:45. So I don't know. And then I'm sitting here watching TV. I was like, was I supposed to go live? When was I supposed to go live? Welcome to our treasure hunt. And hey, Misha. I honestly thought I had on here at 11 o'clock for tonight. And I'm sitting there thinking, that doesn't seem right. But anyway, everybody, welcome to our treasure home. And thank you for coming there. See all the TV watchers and replay and everything. So let's see here. It's been an evening. Let's put it that way. And then the chat thing's not showing up. All right. So anyway, let me see. Hey, Rebecca. You're just so sexy. You're supposed to be going live. That's all right. So tonight, well, I was sitting here and I debated whether just to cancel it tonight or not. But for some reason, I'm just not feeling it. I ate popcorn and it's like just not selling right, I guess. I don't know. It's just been one of those afternoons. And then went to that class tonight and sat there, and it was not what I thought it was. So that was a little bit disappointing, but that's all right. So, and then have an allergy doctor appointment tomorrow. So I was like, I really need to go to bed and get some sleep, but it doesn't take me long to fall asleep. And it's not that the falling asleep, it's the staying asleep all night long. So I have to see about if I'm measuring the liquid magnesium correctly or not. Because when I was taking the tablet, the magnesium and the beetroot, I slept all night long. So I'm just like, maybe I'm not doing actually it says a teaspoon? Yeah, 1 teaspoon daily. So I'll need to measure out a teaspoon and make sure that's what I'm taking. So, but I may not be on here for long tonight just because I gotta be up at 8:30 in the morning. So that I can be up for when they come pick me up and take me to the doctors. So, all right. So here is the news that it says, all right, healthy living update, my weight. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all I have lost 2.5 more pounds. So I was like, yes. Turning yourself a dog instead of graining soap. Well, that's all right. I used to make my own homemade washing dishwasher and laundry soap. So I have lost 2.5 more pounds. I'm so excited. And I'm sitting here because they eat early, and I'm just like, so I fixed mine dinner to where I ate about 5:30 or so. So I lay down. But tonight, I don't know. Tonight was just seems like everything was kind of, dragging or something other because dinner took longer to cook than usual, and then my dinner took longer to cook, and then I lay down for a nap. I thought, I'll get a nap in. I'll be all right for tonight. Mm-mm. So, because usually I can sit there and, hey, Kim, how you doing? And I'm just like, well, so I'm upstairs with Anastasia, and I just laid, I almost fell asleep in her bed. I was like, okay, something's not right. And then earlier, see somebody outside. The way our AC is, if somebody is outside smoking, for some reason it draws the inside into the air. So I'm just like, that didn't smell good either. It's just silly stuff and everything going on. So, but yeah, it was so the thing I went to tonight was about getting certified to teach crochet and everything, but they wanted $150. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. So I googled afterwards, and there's free classes you can take to become certified to teach crochet. I'm just like, well, we'll see about that. I don't know. I've got so many other things I'm doing and everything. So, but yeah, everything y'all know, my arms cleared up. Now this is a little bit raised, but this one it came back. So I'm kind of glad it did, bit because tomorrow I get to go to the allergist and say, "See, you tell me I had a little bit of beef and in 2 weeks, this and this will last for 2 weeks." So my hands puffy. So I know not to eat nothing. No dairy, no cow, no pig. Going, going. So, but yeah, it only itches. I can say here it won't itch, and then it'll start itching. But I'm just like, Anastasia looked at me so funny. They did her eczema shot today. Yeah, and when she came down, they did stuff to help with her dairy. I was like, I turned to her and I went, "Hey Gladys, how you doing?" What that? I showed her my arm and was like, itchy, itchy, itchy. It just itches. So, and then I was like, this finger was bothering me. I'm like, what's going on? I take my glasses and look, and I was like, oh, never mind. So, whatever it is, if it's not alpha gall, whatever it is acting up. So, he gets to see it tomorrow. So, I'm glad about that and everything because I was like, because when I was supposed to go 2 weeks ago, my arms are everything was cleared up. It's like, well, they're no good. And then it was hot, stormy. It was hot and it was stormy and everything. So I'm glad I didn't go because I've been coming home in a thunderstorm and I walk slow. So I'm like, I don't want to be in that. So we shall see. I'm just glad it doesn't leave scars. Hey Jane Doe, how you doing? So, and then just trying. We got peppers. We have a little itty bitty cucumber growing. I hope it gets bigger. It's just like, oh, please get bigger than just like an inch. It's like an inch right now. So I still got peppers growing. Tomatoes are still doing well. Um, I think I need a water. I have out front is where you hang like your wind chimes and everything. So if I need to, when the squash starts growing, if it starts vining or something, I can put that up there. But it looked like something with, like the ants were eating at it, so I went and sprayed to make sure that the bugs will leave it alone. So some things I'm just ready just to pull up and just plant some different things. Um, I think I think it's fennel. I planted out on the planters. It makes me think of fennel. It could have been it has to be fennel because it's not the other one, and I can't think of it right now. So I'll do a video and we'll see what it is. See how well it grew and everything. So yeah, it's just like I lay down, kind of like you right there to fall asleep and the alarm goes off. So it's like that didn't work. And then I was just like really disappointed with that class because they don't sit there and tell you how much it's going to be until they like sucker you into going to it and wasting an hour or whatever. And it's like I could have been doing so much other stuff. And then today I was working on affiliates and everything because I got my calendar here to sit and do things. And I was like, well, the healthy goals are to lose more weight. So I'm actually now under 250. So yes, it's like that's my goal for us getting there. And it's like now I can really do things. I was supposed to be doing shorts, 30-day challenge shorts, and I keep forgetting to do it. But the funny thing is I got different ringtones for people. I thought I was telling about that. So one is for arms, one is for legs. The others I just like do random stuff and everything. 30 seconds each. So it only lasts 30 seconds. So I can sit there, hey Joy and Donnie. So I can only do 30 seconds and then it's over with. So it's not like I'm really exercising, but stuff to get, arms and shoulders strengthened and everything. And then, yeah, then I have, well, kind of sort of had tacos. I had ground turkey and rice. I put some carrots in it. And then I added some hominy because I was trying to use stuff up that's in the freezer. So I still had like frozen asparagus and some other things that really just need to be used up. So that's what I'll be doing. And then Friday, I'll be making my white sauce. So that'll be a redo on the cooking channel. And then Saturday is Bible study and everything. So, but as far as healthy eating and everything, I like making salads. So I've got cabbage, and I'll make some more coleslaw and sauerkraut. That's fun, but it's good for you also. And then we got some radishes because my radishes just didn't grow, and I forgot to take the ends. Got a little bitty beet, and I'm just like that. It was just cute. It wasn't big like I wanted it to be and everything. So there's some things that needs to be redone out there in the back. Of course, there'll be more. Get some extra bags of soil to help fill in things, but just to turn it over and everything, so the roots of vegetables and everything have more room to grow. But I'm glad with the tomatoes and the peppers that are growing out there because that I do know that now that works. It grows in this area and having banana peppers, fresh banana peppers, and I did not have a reaction to that. So I know it's not the peppers. this has to be the beef. And just like other things. And then, next week I go to the heart doctor. So next Wednesday I'll get y'all an update of what the heart doctor says and everything. How the pacemaker is doing, if they noticed anything. I have, and you get so busy, and I have this app that's on here that see if it is. It doesn't show anything. It's an app. And I can go in there and I can, go in there, click on a button, home, go to dashboard, um, and click on symptom journal. And the last time I put anything was January 2025. But I'm just like, and then they download and go, well, we didn't see anything. I'm like, then why am I putting anything in the journal? If y'all don't see it, if it didn't show nothing. So it's there because it has to be linked to the app so that they can download every 3 months if they see anything. If they don't see anything, awesome. That's good to hear. That is great, Kim. A1C has dropped back to 5.7. That's right. All is good. Yeah. And then I stopped using a cast iron. So as soon as I stopped using, all that cleared up. But then I could. But see, my son has that big cast iron wok that he uses. So maybe it's not the hamburger. Maybe it is still the cast iron stuff. So those are questions I have for him tomorrow. And that's why I talked to my doctor. And if I remember to ask, that's a different story. So it could have been, he cooks in that cast iron. And we didn't think about it. See, we didn't think about that. We thought it was just a little cast iron skillet that I was using. When I'm cooking in the cast iron. So usually I just tell them to put my stuff to the side anyway. Well, that's not good. What's going on with me? Oh, well. I got a green tea shower. There we go. All is well. So, tomorrow we're having our, I call it a veggie dish, but it's like pan, but just, it's all veggies, and you can either have your noodles or the rice, and we don't do either. Well, we just do the veggies. So, I'm just going to tell them not to cook mine in the cast iron. Just put it to the side, and either I will cook it in the oven or I'll make a big salad out of it. One way or the other. And then I'm in a collab that's coming out the 15th with Mountain Grandma doing the home apothecary. And sometimes I don't say that word right. So that's coming out. I'm on the 15th and the 22nd, but there's a whole bunch of people in there and everything. And then the grand prize is one of the herbal schools is giving away their whole course. So I don't know how much that costs, but I was like, oh, that'd be so cool to win. and all. So I know everybody's coming in. So I'm trying to think. That was my big thing tonight. Was talking about that. Finally I've lost 2.5 pounds, and I'm under 250 now. So I was like, if I kept going on the scales, I said, all right, I know this isn't right. So when I get on the scales, I have to get my feet right, then take my canes and make myself get my back straight and stand up. And then it finally did right. I was like, oh, that was such a great number to see. I was like, now don't get lax and all right, you get okay, I'm there, I can do this and this. And I was like, no, just gotta keep on going and everything. So I was like, I'm getting there. Short, no, slow, but sometimes slow and losing weight is better than fast and losing weight. But I'm telling you, if I could sit there and I can eat the regular hamburger and the bacon and all that, I would, because I would be doing modified keto or keto with low carb or whatever, and the weight would come off the way I want it to come off. So it's like, but I can't do it that way. And sometimes, yes, I get tired of chicken and turkey, but that is what it is. Um, it's not too bad with doing the low carb like I do. No carbs for breakfast and no carbs for lunch. Then dinner, I could sit there, and if I wanted a meatless dinner, I could do it also. That way, it's not bombarding the same old all the time. And then I made turkey meatballs last Friday night, and made made two, and I had one for just to taste the barbecue sauce. So you see, you gotta go to the other channel to watch all the cooking. And that was so good. That barbecue sauce is awesome. I was like, I got my own barbecue sauce now. I know how to make it. So I did. Then the next morning, the meatball and a half. I had that for breakfast. I put some cheese on it, got it melted and everything, and I was like, this is how I do it. Make sure you're back. So I was like, yep. If you cook up your extra like at nighttime, when you cook dinner, if you fix you like an extra chicken or a hamburger, or if you have like chopped steak or whatever your protein is, then that way you can use it the next day for your breakfast or your lunch if you get tired of eating eggs or eggs basically. So I could think of for breakfast, unless you can take that. Now I have had chicken salad for breakfast. I love chicken salad. um Not so much tuna fish for breakfast, but chicken salad I have. um and then chicken salad for lunch. I don't know. Like I say, you try to change it up so it's not the same old, but then even Anastasia goes, she gets tired of the same thing. So I was like, we do. We try to change it up. But you can only do so much with, and whether it's hamburger or turkey burger, there's only so much you can do with that. Chicken, you still have a more leeway with that. You can do things with, and then it's like, of course, you have seafood, and then pork and everything. If you can have, eat pork. We used to do stuffed pork chops. That was good. But pork, we all didn't feel good after we ate it, so we stopped eating that. And that was back in 2017. Yeah, that's been that long since the only pork product they use is bacon. Now, bacon you can do a lot of stuff with. Definitely. And then now if the banana peppers were a little bit I guess wider, not thicker. But I mean, like the size like a jalapeno pepper. I could do stuffed banana peppers. That would be something good to have. And then Anastasia and I were talking last night about the tomatoes out there, and she said so because she likes the yellow tomato, and I'm like, I can eat that too. And she goes, well, what about an orange tomato? I said, I know. I said, we need to get some seeds. I said, because they got orange tomatoes and yellow tomatoes that are bigger, like regular sized tomatoes. She goes, well, what if you take a seed from the small tomato and the big tomato and you put it together and see how it grows? I said, that's a good idea. I said, then we'll have to get some seeds and everything so we can um, make sure you do a Mediterranean diet, but you cheat. Let's see, I've heard that too. I've heard that's a good one also. Um, so I was like, well, we'll just have to get some seeds and then try to crossbreed and see what we come up with. Awesome, Rebecca. That is so cool. You just finished making your laundry soap. And there's other things I want to grow. I want to grow pumpkins, and then the squash out there has gotten that tall. But like I said, it looks like I had problems with ants this year, and then I had a thing with the a sticky thing stuff that you could put around on the outside. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. Like, oh well. But I do have that spray that I can put on there. Um, we only got two. No, my first bush bean plant only got like 12 inches tall. We only got two out of that, but that's good because that means I know that those seeds that I got, that plant will grow. Um, it's like it rains and then it stops raining and then we don't get no rain, so I need to water. Do I water before it rains? And I was like, I'm just going to water. If it gets extra water, it gets extra. Hey, Heather, how you doing? If it gets extra water out there in the plants, it does. So, we were talking about what's out front. Heather's live last week. I think it is a pokeberry tree, but yeah, because it's gotten taller and I can tell. So that will need to come up. My bells of Ireland is growing and the sunflowers are growing. So, and then I saw a thing on Instagram. This girl said you could eat a sunflower. I was like, oh my goodness. So, and she was talking about when to pick it and everything, when it droops and all, and you can take the leaves off around it, and then the leaves, the yellow things, and then and the seeds were white. She goes, and she was just eating the thing. I'm just like, really? I'm like, I don't think so. I'll eat the seeds, is what I'll do. I just wait till the seeds come out and then eat the seeds again. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna be on long tonight because I'm just rambling right now. That's all it is. It's a rambling session because okay, Heather, you didn't hear my the surprise is I've lost 2.5 more pounds, so I'm finally under 250, and it's like my goal is to keep going till I lose more weight. And I was like, felt like it was stuck there, right there for a couple of weeks and everything. I was like, what is going on? So finally, yes, I broke the stagnant of not losing weight. Oh, cool. Your sunflowers on the base on the coffee table. Yeah, I like, where I got the sunflower seeds from this year. I planted those and they didn't do anything. I even planted them back in some of the whiskey barrels. Nothing. It didn't do anything. So I'm just like, and sometimes that just happens. It's just how seeds are. Sometimes they're, because, and that wasn't from a mass manufacturing place, but, everything happens with seeds, that's like, I'm trying to think. Well, y'all know what I mean. Something breaks, you have to go buy another one because it's because my son was, oh, well, I just bought this. It broke. That's mass production. You're going to get one out of the bunch that's not right. Yeah, see, I planted mine on April 20th, and it should have grown and everything, but I still think the landscape guys, the grass people kept pulling them up. So, but last year they left the sunflower seed alone. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that. So, but I was like, all right, it's been 30 minutes. I'm trying to do it a little bit longer, but not tonight. I'm just, like I said, I lay down to take that nap. And as soon as I was like, hey, that REM sleep as you go, the alarm goes off. I had to get up. But after I ate dinner, I just haven't been feeling all right and blah. So, and another part of it is because of this, because the spot here is coming back up. So, tomorrow night, when they cook supper, I'm going to sit there, just put my stuff in a bowl to the side. We're not cooking anything in either cast iron. Just not doing it. Because I don't know if it's that. Because my son thought that too. He goes, maybe it's too much iron and you're getting too much iron. Because if I, used it for breakfast and I used it for lunch, and then he cooks his and dinner and his cast iron, it could be exactly what it is. But I'll find out tomorrow when I go to the allergist and everything. So, but I am going to go ahead and cut it short tonight because I'm tired for some odd reason. I don't know. I've just been busy all day and all. So, but stay tuned. Friday's night is cooking, making my white sauce again on the cooking channel. Saturday is Bible study. Next Monday night is the general talk of stuff and everything. Next Wednesday will be health because I'll be giving y'all an update about my heart and the pacemaker and all that good stuff. And we'll see if I've lost any more weight. I hope so. Because that'd be nice. So thank y'all for coming and everything and hanging out for the little time we were here. Thank you to the TV watchers, people in the chat and the replay. I am just going to go ahead and go to bed because I do have to be up early tomorrow for the doctor's appointment. I'm just not feeling energetic right now. So y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all, and we'll see you next time on That Treasure Home.